What up guys, and welcome back to another Fantasy Premier League video for the 2020-2021 season. I'm your host Chris from the FPL GW. In today's video I'm going to try to build a wildcard team that will last to the end of the season. Of course you will need to make minor adjustments along the way, but you get one free transfer every week, so try to use it wisely. If you're new around here, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and don't be afraid to give this video a thumbs up if you like it. I have made a list now from teams that have done really good defensively in the last couple of games, and a few teams that do have pretty good upcoming defensive fixtures. I mean, Manchester City, Manchester United, Brighton, Arsenal and Liverpool are the teams that have done pretty good in the last 5 games. I mean, they are the teams that have allowed least goals at least in the last 5 games. Manchester City has to be the most mentionable. I mean, they've allowed 0 goals in the last 5 games, while Arsenal have allowed only 1 goal in the last 5 games. The other teams that I have on my list, Tottenham, Chelsea and Crystal Palace, are here mainly because they do have pretty good upcoming defensive fixtures, so they could potentially bring some clean sheet potential in some of these upcoming games. There are 2 teams that I like to mention that are placed in both of these categories. It's Brighton and Manchester United. They do have pretty good upcoming features and they both have done pretty good defensively lately. But unfortunately, the Brighton team is not what I'm going to target on this wildcard team, because the player that I would like to have from that Brighton team is currently injured, and that is Lamptey. And the other defenders from that Brighton team are not looking tempting enough for me to go for them right now, because Brighton do allow a lot of goals. I mean, their clean sheet potential is not as high as some other teams is. So I do believe that we should skip on Brighton's defense right now. Also made a list for a midfielders and attackers to target. I mean, this has to be a bit of a special list because the defenders could potentially be changed out pretty much easier than the midfielders and the strikers, because the midfielders and the strikers take most of the budget. Even if you balance the team out, I mean, the most expensive defender is 7 point something millions, while the most expensive midfielder is 12.6 or 7 millions, and that is Salah. So if we target midfielders and strikers, we need to focus only on those that have very good potential now from Gameweek 23 onwards. I believe that Manchester City, Tottenham, Arsenal, Leicester and Leeds are the 5 teams that have scored most goals in the last 5 games, so we could potentially go and target them, while West Ham, Crystal Palace, Manchester United do have pretty good upcoming attacking fixtures. Now there are a few teams that belong in both of these categories as well, and that has to be Tottenham and Manchester United. The both teams offer us really good players. I mean, Kane is injured now, but we should focus on some other players like Son perhaps. And as from that Manchester United team, they are very attacking minded, they are very creative, there are a lot of targets we could potentially focus on, but there is only one target that I really like and I think is the best target that they have and will do best now from Gameweek 23 onwards. For my defenders, I really do believe that Diaz is a player to own. I mean, he does play for such a good defensive team. Manchester City have been the best defensive team in the Premier League this season. They've allowed only 13 goals for the whole Premier League so far this season, and they've allowed only 0 goals in the last 5 games. I mean, so he brought in 5 clean sheet in 5 games. That's amazing and fantastic. So I do believe that Diaz offers excellent clean sheet potential for Gameweek 23 onwards. Even though Manchester City might not have the best defensive upcoming fixtures, I do believe that they offer us excellent clean sheet potential because they're such a good defensive team. And I went for Diaz and not for Cancelo, mainly because Cancelo is at so high rotation risk. I mean, there's the FA Cup coming, there are the double weeks coming, and there is the Champions League coming as well, so I do believe that he will miss out on many games. And as for my next defender that I have on my list, it's Shaw. I just have to definitely recommend him. He's been the most creative player when it comes to XA for the last 6 games, so he does create a lot, he does gets in a lot of chances. Manchester United are a very attacking minded team, they like to create a lot, they score a lot of goals. I do believe that Shaw could potentially bring back attacking FPL return now from Gameweek 23 onwards. Manchester United fixture does not look that tough. I mean, both the attacking and the defensive fixture look pretty good for Manchester United, so I do believe that Shaw should be able to bring back excellent attacking FPL return from Gameweek 23 onwards, and he does have excellent clean sheet potential as well. And as for my third midfield, I just have to go for someone from the Chelsea team. I mean, Chelsea have been really good now in these 2 games. They've allowed only 1 shot on target for 195 minutes played. So I do believe that we should try to focus on the Chelsea defense. Chelsea and Alonso are at high rotation risk. I would very much want to have some of them, if some of them is to be guaranteed starter, but I don't believe that is going to happen in this case. So we should focus on the central midfielders. I believe that Zuma have lost his place in the first team, but Silva is an excellent player to own. I mean, he started both of these games. They played for Takel, and I do believe that he is going to continue. He was fantastic in both of these games, and I do believe that he offers excellent clean sheet potential now from game week 23 onward. As for a keeper that I would like to recommend to you, it just has to be McCartney. I know he allowed 9 goals against Manchester United yesterday, but come on, they got a red card in the 2nd minute, then another red card in the 86th minute. The whole team was on fire. I mean, their form was gone. They were all nervous, angry. There was a lot of passion on the field, so they allowed 9 goals. But I do believe that McCartney was okay today, that he made pretty much saves as well. So I do believe that he's a keeper that likes to make a lot of saves, and he is going to continue to make a lot of saves to the end of the season. This is the main reason I do believe that McCartney has excellent potential to be one of the best keepers to the end of the season. As for my midfielders, I choose to go for Fernandes, Son, Grealish and Zaha on this one. I believe that I do not need those expensive midfielders. Kevin De Bruyne is injured, Salah, he's having very tough upcoming fixtures in the next 2. As well as Manchester City, they do have extremely tough upcoming fixtures as well, so I do believe that they are to drop, and I do not want to go for Sterling or some of their assets right now, because I do believe that their potential to score goals or FPL assists is pretty low. I mean, last time they had this tough fixture, nobody went for their targets, nobody went for Kevin De Bruyne, nobody went for Sterling. They were all differentials owned by less than 10%. So I do believe that they will not score as many goals as they've done in this run of 5 to 10 games, and I believe that their attacking FPL return will only decrease. And why I went for this midfield now that I have is because I do believe that Fernandes should be able to do really good. I mean, he's been an excellent player throughout the whole season. They even managed to beat Southampton now 9-0. So I do believe that Manchester United are very good attacking minded team. They're an elite team, and Fernandes is very good elite player in my opinion. He has been the best Premier League player this season. So I believe that he is going to continue. Their attacking upcoming fixture do not look that bad either, so he should do very good from game 23 onwards. As for my next player that I have is Son. I do really believe that he will do good because Mourinho is really good manager, and I really do believe that he will find solution to this problem they're having right now because of Kane's absence and everything. But Son should be able to carry his team to victory, and Son should be able to continue to deliver attacking FPL returns from game 23 onwards. And as for their upcoming fixtures, they do not look that bad either, so I do believe that Tottenham should be able to win most of these games, and it will mainly happen through Son. And why I did go for Zaha on this one, it just has to be those fixtures. I mean, Crystal Palace plays one of the easiest attacking upcoming fixtures, if not the easiest, out of all Premier League teams. So I do believe that Zaha should be able to deliver good FPL return here from game 23 onwards. Last time Crystal Palace had this good run of fixtures, Zaha was excellent target, and he still remains in the top 10 players by FPL points and throughout the whole season 2020-2021. So this is the main reason I do believe that Zaha should be able to continue to deliver from game 23 onwards. And as for my last midfielder, I went from Grealish. He has been very fantastic player this season. I mean, whole Aston Villa have been playing very attacking this season. They've been excellent at scoring goals, and it all the time mainly happens through Grealish because he's very attacking minded player. He likes to create a lot of chances. He likes to get himself involved in chances where he can take shots and score goals. Him and Watkins have been the best targets to own from that team, so I do believe that they will continue to deliver. Their attacking upcoming fixture do not look that bad either, so Grealish should be able to do really good now from Game Week 23 onwards. And as for my strikers, I really do believe that I had to try something different. This is the main reason I went for Ings. He's not someone we really trust, but Southampton do have pretty okay upcoming attacking fixtures. They're not the easiest, they're not the worst, but I mean, if I compare him to the other defenders, he seemed to be doing better. I mean, he's excellent striker playing for a bit of a creative team. Their form was down because of his absence, but their form should be getting back now in the next couple of games. They did manage to lose 9-0 Gameweek 22 now against Manchester United, but they did get a red card in the second minute and the whole match was chaos. I mean, United only pressed and attacked, and then Southampton even scored a goal that was even cancelled in the 50th or 60th minute, or it was in the first half. I don't remember correctly, but I remember that it was cancelled. It was scored by Adams. So I do believe that they offer us excellent attacking FPL return potential now, especially from Game Week 23 onwards. And as for Bamford and Antonio, these are two players that I really trust. They've been excellent throughout the whole season. I mean, Antonio did miss a couple of games because of injury, but he made a fantastic comeback where he scored actually 2 goals and 1 assist in 3 games or something like that. So he's a phenomenal and very good player to own. I believe him to do good now from Game Week 23 onwards, because West Ham do have pretty good attacking fixtures. They're not the worst, they're not the easiest as well, but they look okay. And I mean, Antonio have pretty good potential to score in almost every played game. And as for Bamford does play for very attacking minded and creative Leeds team. I mean, they've been one of the teams that have scored most goals in the last 5 games, and they're the team that have scored most goals throughout the whole season as well. So Bamford gets in a lot of chances. When he gets in a lot of chances, he takes those shots, and when he takes those shots, he actually scores goals, or he brings back FPL assists as well. So I do believe that these 3 players should be able to do good now from Game Week 23 onwards. If you now wish to upgrade some of them, I believe that Vardy should be a good player to be upgraded to. He should return now on 7th February, I believe. So this should potentially be very good transfer to make. And then as for Game Week 24 plus the future transfer plans, I believe that then it is the real time to bring in Salah. But right now you should keep away from City attack, because they do have pretty tough upcoming fixtures. At the beginning of the season, their attack was terrible. Nobody picked Sterling, nobody picked Gundogan, nobody picked Kevin De Bruyne, because they do have the same positions now that they had at the beginning of the season. So I do believe that City will not bring back a lot of attacking FPL return points from Game Week 23 onwards. And if I was going to go for some of those City players, then it just has to be Kevin De Bruyne, but he's unfortunately injured right now. We could potentially check out that City team again after his return. Bench players that I recommend for you to own from Game Week 23 onwards, it just has to be 1.4 million keeper, because I don't believe you need 2 keepers. 1 keeper is enough. I believe that McCartney is going to start most of the games throughout the whole season to the end of the season. If you wish to have another keeper, then this means that you will restrict your money on that keeper as well, so you will overspend around 0.7 or 0.5 or even over more than 1 million only on the bench, and you will not be able to transfer him out to the end of the season, because you will need to take a hit or use your free transfer. And as for the first player that I have on my bench, it just has to be Souček. As I said, if you wish to upgrade him to Salah right now or Sterling, that is something you could probably do, but I really like Souček to be my first bench replacement. My second bench replacement, it just has to be Dyer, because Tottenham might not have the best form defensively the last couple of games, but they are a very good defensive team, and I mean, they have been very good defensively throughout the whole season. So I believe that they should be able to keep it clean now from Game Week 23 onwards, because they do have pretty good upcoming defensive fixtures as well. And as for my last bench player that I will have today, it just has to be Mitchell. I mean, he costs only 3.9 millions. If you wish to go for someone else, you can do it, but I believe that Mitchell is excellent because of his low price, and he does offer us some potential to start in some games. Thank you for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe if that is something you've not done already, and see you next time.